The fork-tailed devil is done. See how I built my P-38 Lightning right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Now today I'm building the Lockheed P-38L Lightning in 1/48 scale from Hobby 2000. Now if you're thinking about buying one and just want to know what you get in the box for your money, then a companion video, a box review, is already available on the site. If you've got one and just want to know how to put it together, this is very much the video for you. Now if you like the video and you'd like to support the channel, best way to do that is to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and if you then hit the bell as well, you'll be notified of all my future content as is published. And anything you see on my channel that you like, please do remember, give it the old imperial thumbs up on that like button below, because every like counts. If you would like to make a more concrete contribution to the channel, you can do that through any of my online partner programs. Details of all of these are in the information box below. Now the kit I'm building today came to me from channel supporter Dane Stewart. So Dane, thank you very much for giving me the chance to build this for the channel. Okay, let's make a start. And first of all, I'll give you a quick look at the paints and products I used making this kit. The first thing I've done is I've put the seat onto the cockpit base. I put the cushion on the seat, and I've also put this rear support on. So this will get sprayed, as will the radio rack and the dividing space here, and the two sides. All those will get sprayed interior green. Then I can pick out the important details in black. And when we finish painting these, we can put the side panels onto the fuselage. Then with the sides in place, we can put the back of the cockpit into place, and that's got the headrest on it for the pilot, so we can set the sides correctly against that and then just push that up to where the pilot's seat is, like so. Now I can put the cockpit into the aircraft. It sort of sits on the base of the sits on the undercarriage bay, and there's some pegs to say how far forward it can go. So you just leave it in there and let it dry. Now it's important that at this stage you also drill any holes you may need in the bottom part of the wing for stores and things like that. And also this piece here, this filler has to come out because we will be using the landing light on this model. So top and bottom of the wing will have this that needs cutting out, and the bottom has things like these holes for the stores. And with that in place, we can join the two halves of the wing and center body. Now onto the booms, and first of all I'm going to make the undercarriage bays. Now the top of the undercarriage bays here, the sides fit on like this, and they're sized so they only go one way round. The bays sit on the outside of the roof part here, the walls rather, sit on the outside of the roof there, and then fit underneath the roof at the other end, and same way around on the other side. The two halves of the boom can now go together. Then there's this small air inlet for each side. For each boom's got its own one. Let's get that. While that's drying, we've got these intake ramps here for coolant system, radiators, and go on here. Then when it's set, the intake can go on the side here. And finally, we can slot the undercarriage bay into the boom and it can be glued into place. And the final thing we're going to do is put the propeller shaft and support on the front end, like so. The booms can now be fitted to the aircraft. I just need a little bit of fiddling around just to get them in the right space and to glue them together. And before the second boom goes in, do remember to put the tail plane in between them. At last, it's beginning to look like a Lightning. Don't forget the little end plates of the tail plane as well. We go in like so. Going to start finishing off the cockpit now, and the control column goes in. Now, in this piece here, the combing that goes underneath the windshield, first of all, I painted it black because it's going to be combing is going to go over the top of it. I don't want to paint it then. I've had to put in a piece of plastic across here for the instruments because they don't provide one. I don't understand why. But anyway, that's done, so that can drop in onto the top of the fuselage like so. And just put the next part of the nose together, and you can see there's a little notch here we need to take out. That's for a radio aerial later on. Then two halves of this nose section can go together. Then the next nose section could go on. You see I've put 10 grams of weights here. The instructions say to add 20 grams in total. The nose itself I've got is full of liquid gravity. So I'm hoping with that and these should pretty much sort it out. Then the final part of the nose is the nose cone with the guns and of course the liquid gravity. We can start putting in the clear parts and transparencies, and I'm using a clear PVA glue to hold these in place. So the P-38 is now ready for priming. I've put on the masks over the transparent parts and some liquid mask where it's needed. I will give this a couple of coats of gloss black first and then put the metal coat on top. The propellers sit individually into the boss here, or the base I should say. Just give them a light touch of glue around the edges, and then the spinner can go on. So we've done the all over silver or aluminium coat now. Waited, gave that a few days to cure in, and then just masked off the ID stripes, which are these green ones. Those are going to have decals that are white around them. Same on the tail. And then I've also masked and painted the anti-glare panels on the nose and on the inside of the two engines. I have also put in the exhausts here, the supercharger exhaust. So what I've done with those, I've painted them silver, and then I've put a load of rust, and really pushed in the rust into the surface, and then just buffed it up a little bit, so it makes it look a little bit rusty, but not too much, because the rest of the plane's not that dirty. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll start on decaling, put the white stripes either through these, the stars and bars, and all of the other bits and pieces, and I'll see you on the other side of that. So the main wheel goes into this kind of cradle-like thing halfway down. Need a bit of help, because we were really supposed to do this quite a long time ago when we actually made the undercarriage bay, but I don't think that's really necessary. There we go. Sitting where it should. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So now, the next bit that goes in is this really annoying bit of pipe work here. And it goes from here to there. But in doing so, it goes over the undercarriage and over that inlet for the supercharger. It goes there. It goes there. Let's just put it down. Push, push, push. Here we go. Push, push, push. And it's there. Lovely. Now, that means that there's a support part that, let's get that in the frame a bit better. There we go. Alright, okay, I see. Actually, this could have gone on before this, couldn't it? Yeah, it could have done. Remember that for the other side, that this actually can go on later. It's difficult to see on the instructions that this actually goes in first. Anyway, it then connects up to a hole in the side of the leg there. And this piece has to sit on top of the leg. It's got a tricky little thing, this. Quite a tricky little thing. And finally, there's a piece that goes, there's a tiny hole at the front of the undercarriage bay there. It's like a forward strut. It goes into that hole. There. Then that sits against the leg, like so. Okay, like that. And that's the main gear done. Now just do the same for the other side. Now the nose leg goes sort of pointing slightly forward into this hole here at the front of the bay. Will actually sit slightly forward. You can see the brace for the nose sits either side of the main wheel and just hooks into these tiny little pieces here and attaches into the back of the, or top of the undercarriage bay there. For the nose gear door, there's this actuator arm that sits in the corner here. That's The gear door itself slots in with these tabs and hopefully lines up with the actuator. Although it's by no means guaranteed, it appears. Main gear door goes along the side like so. Propellers can go onto the front of the engine nacelles. Then the gun barrels can go into the nose as well. So there it is, the Hobby 2000 P-38L Lightning in 1/48 scale. I kind of enjoyed building this. It's not my favourite build for sure, but it's certainly not my least favourite build. I haven't disliked building it. Most of the parts go together pretty much as you'd expect them to do. I really don't like the way they've done the canopy, and in like sort of 5 different pieces. And I did manage to break the nose wheel while I was trying to put that in. But other than that, it's a decent kit. It makes a nice result. The markings are good. And yeah, I guess I kind of enjoyed it. There it is. It's not a bad kit as it happens. The new decals are amazing. I could probably make a better fist of it if I did another one, to be honest. There's things I would do differently. Really didn't like the canopy construction, but I'd probably do it in a slightly different way in the future. Other than that, though, it was really good. Oh, and I would use another metal paint system in future. The Vallejo one with the polymer, was it the polyurethane primer, and the metal coat on top wasn't very robust when it came to pulling off the masking tape. However, I was using some cheap masking tape at the time, so maybe that's the issue as well. I'm not sure, but I will have a crack at a different type of metal system in the future, I suspect. Okay, well, if you enjoyed the show, and I hope you did, please do remember, easiest way to show your thanks is to subscribe to the channel. It won't cost you anything. And if you hit that bell, you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. And anything you see on my channel that you like, please do give it the old imperial thumbs up on that like button below, because every like counts. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Hope to see you on the channel again very soon. Take good care now, and goodbye.